Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a challenge that, let's be honest, affects so many of us, that constant looping chatter in our minds. In this explainer, we're going to break down what overthinking really is, where it comes from, and, most importantly, what we can actually do to manage it. So, let's dive in.
Does this sound familiar to you? You know that feeling? That one worry, that single decision, just playing on a loop in your head until you feel completely and utterly drained? Well, if it does, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to get to the bottom of that feeling, together.
All right, so first up, let's really get a handle on the cycle. What does overthinking actually mean when we strip away all the jargon?
At its core, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You see it here in Hindi as adhik soch, which just means excessive thinking. It's when our thought process gets really drawn out and, this is the key part, totally unproductive. But it leads to a very specific state that truly defines the problem.
Now, this is the phrase that really hits the nail on the head. Analysis paralysis. It's that feeling of being mentally frozen, right? You've thought about every single angle, every possible outcome, and instead of getting clarity, you get stuck. You're not moving forward at all.
So, where does this whole pattern even come from? Let's dig into some of the root causes to figure out why our brains get caught in this loop in the first place. You know, the triggers are often really personal. For a lot of people, it's tied to anxiety or perfectionism, that burning need to control every single outcome, which, let's face it, is just impossible. For others, it's coming from old pain that keeps replaying, or that nagging self-doubt that makes you question every little choice. And of course, in our modern world, just simple information overload can push our brains into overdrive, analyzing stuff we don't even need to think about.
Okay, so we've got the what and the why, but how can you actually spot this happening in real time? Because recognizing the pattern as it's unfolding is absolutely the most important first step to breaking that cycle.
And this lays out the process perfectly. I bet this looks familiar. It starts with that one persistent thought that just won't leave you alone. Then you get completely tangled up in it, just going around in circles with no solution in sight. Pretty soon, making even a tiny decision feels like a huge deal. And that leads right to the final step, that mental freeze we've been talking about, analysis paralysis.
But here's the good news. This is the most important part of our whole conversation today. This is not a life sentence. There are real, practical things you can do to get back in the driver's seat. So let's explore your path forward.
The absolute best place to start